way back in 2006, I started probably the first and only ghost tour out to Waialua. One night the bus is able to go through the open fence to the old St. Michael's Church in Waialua. And if you don't know the old St. Michael's Church is, if you're coming down that road over the rise and you're taking those hairpin turns out to the left in the field, you'll see the ruins of that old church. And so that night, the bus is able to amble down that old road. And we get there kind of late. We get out of the bus, it's pitch black. We can't really see anything. But not too far behind the group, maybe less than 10 feet, we hear an owl. Woo! Woo! That owl sound. And we hear it get closer. And everybody's sort of nervous but a bit excited because an actual owl is flying towards us. And it gets closer and we hear it go, woo! Woo! And then it goes, woo! In the pitch black, everyone panics, runs back on the bus. As everybody's running back on the bus, the driver, he's as white as a sheet. The door closes, and I ask him, what's wrong? He said, it's kind of a long story. I said, okay, well then, let's get the hell out of here. The bus turns around, we're heading out, and all of a sudden the bus goes, like it's trying to move, but something's holding it back. And the driver has his foot on the gas pedal, down to the floor, and then suddenly it lets go. And we lurched forward. We get out of that place. And then we take a break, the bathroom break, at the park nearby. While everyone's out using the bathroom, the driver turns to me and he says, while you guys were outside in the dark, I felt someone step on the bus and I figured you were done. Everybody else was coming on. I had my arms on the steering wheel like this, my face down, just taking a rest. When I felt somebody walk on the bus, I sort of looked up like that, and there was no one. But I heard footsteps going to the back of the bus. And I looked in my mirror. I could hear the footsteps, but I don't see anybody. And I sort of sit up like this in my seat, and I turn around, and the bus starts to do this, shaking, turning like this, back and forth. And then you guys come on the bus. He said, by the way, was there an owl outside? Because I thought I heard an owl. I said, before I answer that question, what was that thing? Did you run into a ditch or what happened? Why was the bus like stuck? Why didn't it move? He says, you know what, let's go check. We go outside and check. The back bumper of the bus is completely gone. It hasn't been torn off, not ripped off, there's no damage. It actually looks like somebody came to the back of the bus and undid every single fastener, every single screw, which is really hard to do in just a few minutes. He was afraid he was going to get in trouble. I told him I'd back him up. The next day, I go back there myself to look for that bumper. And you can't miss it. It's gold. But it's nowhere to be found. That driver calls me Monday, and he says he'll never guess what the mechanic said. I said, what? He said, no damage. None at all. No scratches. It looks like somebody had the right tools to unfasten that bumper. But he says, do you know what it really felt like? It felt like a pair of giant hands grabbed onto that bus and wouldn't let us leave. I'm not sure if it was angry or if it was just trying to scare us. If that's what it was trying to do, I'll tell you, I'm 100% scared.